Is this the time then for Democrats to become a little bit more aggressive to try to drag the country back towards the left? That if Republicans are willing to be more moderate, Democrats should take something of a victory lap and press their advantage by aiming for even more?
No, the time for that was 20 years ago, but hey, better late than never. What is fascinating to me, I think Democrats are too worried about what people think about them. I don't know what it is. Because here you have, sort of all the Republicans were apoplectic after Barack Obama gave what was sort of fairly standard liberal, inaugural address. The Republicans are freaking out. Oh my God, he's a socialism. He's going to change the country. He's going to throw away the Constitution, blah, 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 blah. Come on. Are any of us going to stop for a second and think that if they had won the presidency by even half the margin that Obama did in his second election, that a Republican president wouldn't be trying to do as much or more to remake the country away from, incidentally, popular opinion, which at least the president is sort of squarely within? So, yes, it is time for the Democrats to finally stand up for something. I mean, the demography's on their side. They won the election. Public opinion's on their side. What more do they need?
Well, it's clear they need some courage, particularly on the gun debate. And again, we're talking with Sally Kohn, who is a liberal commentator on Fox News, also community organizer. Her work is published in the Washington Post and USA Today. Sally, the Democrats seem especially concerned about the gun control debate. They're worried because even though nearly all Americans support the idea of a universal background check, and most Americans believe that, high-capacity magazines and high-capacity weapons should be banned, there's every indication that, well, we'll do some, but we're not going to do the ban on assault weapons. Why not?
I don't know, David. I really don't. This is one that vexes me. The debate has become one where it's the right is sort of constantly making it all versus nothing. That any reasonable limitation on the right to bear arms, which even conservative justices have said is perfectly allowable under the Second Amendment, is an encroachment on the entire concept. It's just preposterous and absurd. This notion that, yes, you have a right to bear arms. You do not need to protect yourself for hunting. You do not need a 50 round clip. They didn't exist when we wrote the Second Amendment, and they're not necessarily now. Just like we don't let people have their own, nuclear bombs to protect against the possibility of North Korea having one. I mean, we put reasonable restrictions on these things. What kills me, though, in all this is, instead of just debating on the facts, the sort of hyperbole, the hysteria on the part of the right is out of control. David, I get, every time I talk about this issue, I get tweets, I get emails from people on the right telling me that the gun show loophole is made up. It's just a liberal fiction. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. I mean, come on. If we can't even agree on the facts, how are we going to come up with reasonable solutions?
Absolutely. Well, Sally, you're particularly courageous for taking the views to Fox News, where there are a lot of people on the right who watch. And you must get bombarded with all kinds of stuff for trying to fight the good fight there. But in any case, Sally Kohn, so great to have you on Take Action News. Thanks for being on the program today. Always great to chat with you.
Great to see you, David.
All the best. Sally Kohn, folks. You can catch her on Fox News Channel, see her work in Washington Post, USA Today. She's a former community organizer. Great guest.